Good morning, Carmen, and look who I found. It's Big Tex himself. We are a few minutes away from the 20th annual Big Tex Choice Awards, where Big Tex will be choosing his favorite foods. We're going to reveal 10 semifinalists, 10. That's best taste for savory, sweet, and all of those will be entered into the most creative category, and we've got a lot of good foods. I've just taken a preview over the menu. They've got Dominican dogs, Texas flautas, butter cookie dough nachos. I mean, we are expecting to see some of the best, and I know that in the past we've even had some great ones like funnel cake burger. So we are excited to see what is coming up next, and we will have that for you live here at the Texas State Fair.
Okay, Bo, thank you so much.
Howdy, folks.
I bet you're awake now. It's time to find out who the finalists for the Big Tex Awards at the State Fair of Texas will be. Let's get to the announcement underway right now at Fair Park.
You know, when I ask people what they look forward to each year at the State Fair of Texas, so many of them exclaim, the food. Our fairgoers are passionate about not only the State Fair of Texas, but the food at the State Fair of Texas and what is offered every year. Our State Fair concessionaires have outdone themselves yet again with an assortment of Texas treats that are as inventive as they are delicious. With 65 entries in the first round of our annual fair food competition and 24 making it to the semifinalist round, deciding on these top 10 was far from easy for our internal judging panel. They had the difficult or not so difficult task of tasting all 65 foods this year that were entered into the competition over multiple days. Now that the list has been narrowed down to the top 10 finalists, a panel of celebrity judges will pick the winners during the Big Tex Choice Awards presented by our friends at Karbach Brewing starting at 2 p.m. on Thursday, August 22nd, just a few weeks from now. While this year's event will not be open to the public, be sure to follow along on the State Fair's social media channels at State Fair of TX to experience the event from the comfort of your home to see who will win this year's coveted Big Tex Choice Awards trophies. Now, let's get to the news that you've all been waiting for. I'll begin by announcing the food finalists in each category, and then we'll introduce the State Fair concessionaire behind each item and tell y'all a little bit more about the food. The State Fair of Texas is thrilled to announce this year's food finalists for the 20th annual Big Tex Choice Awards, which will compete for the titles of Best Taste Savory, Best Taste Sweet, and Most Creative. Alphabetically, the top 5 in the savory category are Dominican Fritura Dog. Next up, the Drowning Taquitos. Next, Hippie Chips. Fourth on the list in alphabetical order, Hot Chicken Pancake Poppers. And our final item in the savory category is Texas Fried Burnt-In Bombs.
Okay, Scott was very into this just now. Hippie chips.
In the sweet category
What else did she say? I don't know. All of it sounds good to me. Maybe not so much to Scott. So Bo will join us with a recap coming up in about 30 minutes. And you can also continue streaming live on CBS News Texas YouTube page as well if you want to listen to more of these awards. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
It's a competitive food scene at the State Fair of Texas, and the finalists are set for the coveted Big Tex Choice Awards. Now, we showed you part of the announcement just a few minutes ago, but it's time to get back to the Fair Park with Bo Evans, who has a closer look at some of the finalists. Good morning, Bo. Have you eaten any of these choices yet?
I have not eaten a single piece of food yet, but it's tough work, and I am ready to dig in. The first thing I have for you, I know Scott was excited for those hippie chips, so we got a little bowl. And I'm going to go ahead and try one. We got cheese. I see bacon, green onions. I mean, a ton of cheeses, different types. Okay. Now, first of all, if you're looking for some nachos at the State Fair, this is where you're going to want to go. This is delicious. I mean, you've got bacon, you've got onion, you've got crunch, you've got everything you need right there. And then this one I want to show you. This one's going to be fun. All right, we have Isaac Russo with the cotton candy bacon on a stick.
Good morning.
Good morning. What are we doing here?
Okay, so we've taken two of the greatest things at the fair, cotton candy and then of course bacon, and we've married those two things together to create Russo's cotton candy bacon on a stick. So we cook this, we wrap it in bacon. At the end we take a little torch to it, caramelize it, make it all gooey and delicious. And what you have is cotton candy on the stick.
Cotton candy and bacon on a stick, two of my favorite things. Folks, you can't pay for this. You couldn't put a price on this that I wouldn't pay. I mean, this is just, what gets more American than cotton candy and bacon on a stick?
Right, I mean, those are two all-American items put together, and this is what we got. You got to come out and see us and try this at the fair.
Oh, I fully plan on being the State Fair correspondent for CBS News Texas. So I'm going to put this down for just a second. I'm going to come back to it. And we're getting over to the only drink on the menu, the peach punch, and I'm going to give it a little sip. Now, don't worry. This one does not have any booze in it, unfortunately. It's a little too early for that.
Okay, Bo.
Okay, Bo, whatever you say.
I promise, no booze. Ooh,
Okay.
it's a little spicy. You've got that rimmed glass. And
Bo is in his element.
you know,
He is.
a little umbrella just for me because I like it in my hair.
We get it. You look beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm also
Anyway, we've got more food to try, and we will be trying it all, Carmen and Scott. We're going to come back with a full report for you.
Okay.
Amazing.
We're looking forward to it.
I don't know if that drink had booze in it because he put that umbrella in his hair real fast.
Yes, he did. And I'm just wondering if we need to send assistants to go get Bo from the food coma that he's going to come back to the station at.
I'm happy to help.
Send help.
Yeah.
Me too. Cotton candy.
And bacon. I'm good with that.
Are you?
Yeah. There's some in more of the sweet category that I was reading ahead.
Yeah.
That pretty much at the State Fair, when I try the food, I pretty much propose to the food almost every single year. And some of those might happen.
You don't like the hippie chips, though.
Man, I haven't
you're not a
tasted them, but the burnt ends, definitely going to be doing that.
You keep talking about the burnt ends.
I'm telling you, Carmen, we'll have to sample them. I'm sure we're going to be out there live at the State Fair, so riding rides and talking a whole lot of good fair food.